Cinderella Sings Terribly, Afrah Rumie.
I am so pretty. I cannot imagine how a person could possibly look so fine. Contest master, ladies and gentlemen, my bet is that you were thinking, wow, she's so full of herself. She's self-obsessed and she's got some real guts to come up on stage and brag about herself. Even if you didn't think that, you could have thought, she's ugly. She's nothing what she says she is. Whatever it is that you actually thought, who are you to judge when I see myself as good enough? Growing up, I was no supermodel. I wore skinny jeans, baggy t-shirts, and on my body I looked like Gru from Minions, the Daraz versions. I was awkward and silent. The mirror wasn't a place I used to glam up, but a place I used to constantly remind myself of my flaws and shortcomings. The first years of schooling wasn't kind to me. My friends, they were perfect. They were rich, they were confident, they were everything you want to be. You know those mean girls from high school movies? Yeah, this was Regina from Sri Lanka. Naturally, the teachers chose them for extracurriculars, and though I was equally good at those, I was rarely the pick. In 5th grade, our school produced Cinderella. Now, if you know anything about our schoolmates, they were really good at acting. I'm talking theatre Olympics. Somehow, after a brutal competition, I was in the final round with another kid who we'll call Andrea. Now, a little backstory on Andrea. She was a normal girl, except that she was my mortal nemesis. There was nothing peculiar about her. She was just the worst person you could ever encounter. Now you must be wondering what did this sweet-sounding Andrea do to 10-year-old me? Glad you asked. In 4th grade, our school had a choir competition, and if you've hung out with any insufferable primary grade students, you'd know there's always this self-appointed leader. Guess who that was in our little friend group? Andrea Mary Fernando. She, the oh-so-perfect singer, went and snitched to the teacher saying, Afrah is singing flat on her solo part. The teacher obviously believed her and put 4-foot-tall me to the back of the group where I wasn't even seen in the pictures. We've been enemies since then. Sorry, back to Cinderella. Andrea and I were the only two left, and the teacher said that we were both equally good. Lies. I knew I was better. The teacher chose her because she said, and I quote, she feels more like a Cinderella. Maybe next time. How dare she? I was burning in anger. Obviously they chose her. She's rich and perfect and mean. I was burning with anger and I stormed out. In 10th grade, we had Romeo and Juliet, and this time Romeo was up for grabs. And over the course of 5 years, I turned out to be more of a tomboy. But guess who else turned out to be more of a tomboy? Andrea. But this time, I didn't let it go. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks. It is the east and Rumie is the sun. Rumie, wait, that's my name. It is the east and Romeo is the sun. Wait, he's in love with himself? It is the east and Juliet is the sun. That makes much more sense. While rehearsing, I could hear Andrea from the other room. Wait, she needs practice? They do say the devil works hard. Remember, mortal nemesis, mortal nemesis, mortal nemesis. The day arrived and the teacher called us all out to announce who the winner is. And turns out it was me. I won. I won. I was on top of the world, yes, because I got the role, but most importantly, I defeated her. I defeated Andrea. I was having my someday. I'll be living in a big so that I could have my hero wins the day moment. But she didn't. She was coming towards me and hugging me and congratulating me. Wait, was Andrea happy for me? When I got home, I stood in front of the mirror that I was so used to breaking in front of. Am I now better than Andrea? Or was I really self-obsessed, self-absorbed, and got some real guts to come up on stage and brag about herself? What did sweet-sounding Andrea really do to schoolgirl me? Glad you asked. Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "Nobody can make you feel inferior without your consent." To think that someone else is hating you or trampling at you is to realize that you might be doing that to yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, do you have a mortal nemesis? Somebody that was the worst person you could ever encounter? Or was that person just you? Be kinder to yourself. Forgive yourself. Because in reality, Gru looked amazing in the Minions movie. Self-love is not selfish, and two people can be the best at once. Andrea and I still have a little healthy competition to keep things interesting. She got into Colombo, I got into Moratuwa. People say they're both equally good, but I know, Master.